TIFU by telling my friend that cornea transplants are like actual torture. So a friend of mine had mentioned to me that she was getting a cornea transplant, and I was drunk, and I guess my face showed a lot of concern, and she wanted to know. I tried to play it off, but she begged me to tell her, and I foolishly did, so I said that my dad said his was like torture, and it was excruciating, that you could feel everything when they're cutting your eye. So today I told my dad that a friend was getting a cornea transplant, and she was worried, and he said couldn't be as bad as mine. So he tells me the story again, and it wasn't like I thought it was. Apparently the freezing didn't work, but my dad didn't know that and thought it was just supposed to be that bad, so it's excruciating, and he's got a grip on the table and tensing his entire body and just trying not to move, and he feels his eye being cut open, and he keeps moving, so by the time they're about 5 stitches in to sew up the transplant, the doctor gets mad and tells him to stop moving, and he can't handle it anymore and kind of yells at the doctor that he can't stop moving because it hurts so fucking bad. And he sees the doctor go wide-eyed and freeze, and he's like, "It hurts?" And my dad says yes, it's the most painful thing he's ever experienced, and it's indescribable. The doctor leaves and comes back and says it's not supposed to hurt, but there's nothing they can do besides trying to use the freezing needle again, but he has to be awake for it, and it's going to be worse than the cutting, and so he says to do it, and it doesn't work. And they have to do the other 20 or so stitches anyway. Basically a fucking horror movie. So I called my friend and told her that I was wrong and it's not going to hurt. Like I said it was, she was relieved as she has spent the last day freaking out. TLDR. Told my friend about my dad's horror story surgery right before her surgery. Edit for paragraphs.